this is a really old intercom system. This is an Electron. It's got features, for example, a monitor, unlock the main door, talk to other rooms. You know, whenever the kitchen's done downstairs, they'll touch the main intercom, they'll say, hey, kitchen's done, and everyone in the rooms will hear it. And you can also listen in to the radio downstairs. They're ugly. Everyone that's super ultra modern, they're removing theirs, and you know, you don't need it. Everyone's got a mobile phone. So I'll show you how to remove this guy. First, this is just stuck on with masking tape actually. So I'm just gonna use this, fit it through its sides, give myself a little bit of maneuver, and then just like that, you can see it's just purely glued on. And this is the actual intercom system itself. I'm gonna get a screwdriver, unscrew it from the wall. So you can see there's 2 main screw holes. The cool thing about removing one of these is you can use the existing wiring system to replace it with maybe new ones, RJ45s. This one goes to the main intercom downstairs in the kitchen, and from there, that goes to the areas like the front door, other bedrooms, so you can really figure out patching wires and cables through if you want to connect 2 different rooms together. Nonetheless, let's get the system out. Just like that, there it is.
Is that it?
So, see, it's actually come off the wall. This is what was holding it in place. This is the wire that runs straight to the kitchen. And you can see it goes in to the attic, so it's not that hard of a run. What's cool is you can see what's actually behind this wall. This is just pure drywall. We got a stud here, we got a partition all the way. There's actually something else that's hanging here. It's probably the original drywall that they cut through. So the original drywall that they cut through for this system, they just popped it in there. So we can actually reuse this to fill this hole after we get rid of the system. I'm just gonna cut the wire. I'll keep the wire because, again, like I said, I want to reuse this run. I know it's gonna be here. And I guess I'll just reuse the drywall and just patch it in. I think that looks better. And just use the polyfiller and just fill it up. Maybe a bit of tape. Before and after, you got that. Using it like glue, just around the corners. Going in the carpet. It's good to me. What are you laughing at? What are you giggling about?
So wobbly.
It's gonna dry.
Why didn't you use the paint, the tape that you got?
Messy.
This is 100% messy.
I think it looks cool.
You're dropping all over the carpet.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here to dry. And then once it dries, I'll put on a second coat and then we'll sand it down and it'll look just like new.
I'm just going to sand down this area so it's nice and smooth.
So I've just polyfilled this area up and I'm sanding it down so it's seamlessly integrated with the wall. This side, if you're coming in, feels very, very flush, nice and beautifully flush, and it's very, very solid. So I'm just going to continue to sand it down, make it completely flush so you can't feel it. Kind of just plopped in lots of polyfiller. I didn't use the tape because I just went rogue with it, but it seems to be doing the job, so that's pretty good. Next up, I guess what I want to do is I want to connect up the wiring. So I put the wire that was there, I threw it behind this wall, and the good thing about that wire is it runs straight into our kitchen area where the main panel is. And I'm thinking I want to use that roll of wire for future purpose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up into the attic right now and I'm going to try finding the wire that I've put in the wall and remapping it to find out if I can reuse that run to the kitchen. So best thing to do when you're thinking about going to the attic, because it's hard to see what's going on, it's kind of like figure out how far away the panel is. So I can see that there's a curve, 45 degrees, going left here, and it's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So when I go into my manhole up there, I'm going to take 5 steps forward and fish around to see if there's a wire there and about. And I know that it's a grey wire, so that's how I'm going to figure it out. So I guess I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to take you guys with me. It's going to get messy. Alright, just going up the attic. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what, I can kind of already see it. 5, just here. Oh no, that wasn't it. Oh, over there. There you go. That looks to be the cavity where it comes down. So I'm right next to the roof tiles, and I'm just gonna get a bit low. Hard to see what's going on. So I'm looking here. That is specifically the hole made for the wire, and this is definitely the cable. So what I'm going to do is I want to remember that there is a hole here. So I guess I'm going to get my little knife. Just going to cut it. Obviously, double, triple check is the wire you're cutting before doing anything like that. And I'm just going to put a knot. Oh, the wire's already come out, but I just want to mark this position, so if I ever did want to reuse this hole, it'll be easy to find. So I got 2 knots here, and just having the wire stick out. And I guess if I get a label maker, I can put a label on it to see where this goes. So now that I've got the wire and it's nice and free, I'm just going to see how it connects to the rest of the intercom. It was meant to be glued there. Oh, this is what it is. So the next port of call looks to be around here. Just looking in, and it seems that's where it starts to go downstairs, and there looks to be a few wires going down there. So I guess this is the area where it's going to run from the attic all the way down to the kitchen area. So I'm just going to pop this off for now, put it around this pole, and I'll reuse that run very soon. Alright, time to get cleaned.
Now that Ash has done a fantastic job at sanding down this area and even filling it up, it's time now to give it a few lick of paint. And for this, I'm going to be using my normal vivid white paint that I've been using for the rest of the room. I envisage that it's going to take a couple of coats to make it look good, because we can see that the base colour is back again, but hopefully with a couple of coats, it's going to look like new again. So let's get paint. I've cleaned down the area post sanding, and I'm just going to give it a couple of runs backwards and forwards from the top to the bottom to make it all blend in with the original paint. Oh yeah, look at that, looking good. And this will blend nicely in with the original paint job as well, so don't worry, when it does dry, it does blend in, I promise you, because it's still very fresh.
Before and after, you got that?